We're going to cook a steak, and I'll show you a few tips, tricks, and things I use along the way. All right, so we're going to be cooking this beautiful grass-fed Scotch fillet steak. Now for grass-fed, this has a crazy amount of marbling. This one costs 16 bucks. It is $42.99 a kilo, and it weighs 374 grams. So I think that's decent value. This is a good sized steak, and if you were to pay for that in a restaurant, this would at least cost you $30 to $40. So let's open this up. Now straight out of the packet, this one doesn't need much trimming at all. I'm just going to get rid of a little bit of silver skin around this rib cap here. A tiny bit of fat from there, and that is all I'm going to trim off. And when I'm choosing a Scotch fillet, this is typically what I'll go for. Something with a nice big rib cap. I reckon this is the best part out of any steak you're going to find. And this is going to be more towards the chuck end of a Scotch fillet. So if you imagine a whole Scotch fillet, one end is going to be more towards the porterhouse and one end is going to be more towards the chuck. Now this is all trimmed up, we're just going to go ahead and get it seasoned up with some beef bounce. I'm just going to roll the sides in any excess seasoning I got on the cutting board, and now we'll let that rub set in for 15 to 20 minutes while we get some briquettes going. Alright, so firelighters, this is the brand I like to use. It's an all-natural product, so what I'm going to do is just lay two down like so. We'll light them up. This is a little butane torch I use from Zippo. Then we're going to get our charcoal chimney on top, and we're going to fill that around a quarter of the way with some olive Pipco briquettes. I've been using these for many years. They're chemical free, highly sustainable, easy to light and clean burning. And now we'll wait 10 to 15 minutes until our briquettes are red hot, ashed over and ready to use. And while our cooking grate is swung away, I'm just going to give it a light spray in cooking oil to help our steak not stick to the grate. Then we're going to swing our cooking grate over and we're going to get our steak straight on. Now I'm not fussed about letting our cooking grate preheat. I don't want the grate to be cooking our steak. I want the fire to be cooking our steak so we get a nice even cook. And I'm also going to keep moving our steak around for this whole cook. And if our temperature is getting too hot and our steak's starting to burn before the inside's cooked, I can always just move this up. But all we're going to do here is flip it every 30 to 60 seconds until we reach an internal temperature of about 48 degrees Celsius. And to make things easier, I've left all those briquettes in the charcoal chimney. For this cook, I really see no benefit to dumping them in. Now that heat is starting to get quite intense, so I'm just going to lift our grate up a little bit, and by flipping it every 30 to 60 seconds, we're going to get a beautiful even cook throughout our steak. As you can see, that colour is looking amazing. And after 5 minutes or so, we're going to start checking the internal temperature. As you can see, this one is getting super close. I reckon 30 more seconds is going to do it. And then once you've hit that internal temperature, I like to get my steak off and I'll get it on a cake rack just to help protect that crust. And then we're going to let our steak rest. And there's a general rule of thumb, we're going to rest our steak for half the amount it cooked for. That was around a 6 to 7 minute cook. So just to be safe, we're going to rest it for 4 minutes. And after a short rest, we can cut it open and enjoy. And as you can see, we've got a nice, even, beautiful cook on that steak. And then my favourite part, the spinalis. Seriously, that is so hard to beat. Quick, easy, super tasty. This is honestly my lunch 3 to 4 times a week. A lot of the times I'm happy just to have steak on its own, but sometimes I'll have eggs with it, asparagus, some broccoli or potatoes, but the steak is always going to be the star of the show.